Hi Leo, welcome into your monthly money and career tarot reading for the month of November 2023. I hope all is well in your Leo world. We are going to begin and pull some of these oracle cards, and then we'll pull some tarot. So let's dive into it and see what the month has in store for us when it comes to your money and career. If you're new to the channel, I am a Leo sun, so I absolutely understand you, and wouldn't be surprised if this reading pertained to me as well. But pulling right from the middle. Okay, the Crown card, overcoming obstacles, talking about your worth, your value, and your presence, benefiting what you're working towards, putting effort towards, and seeing grow and prosper for you. I just feel like as well, you're also receiving gifts from the universe, opportunities to make money, to succeed more. You could be thinking about gifting others moving forward, all right, for birthdays, holidays, stuff of that nature. Okay, accomplishments, or one in particular, but you're thinking about wealth. Now, wealth isn't just financial, right? Abundance in a multitude of ways, but you're meant to be wealthy being drawn to this reading, and I'm not surprised because this has come up in Leo readings for my channel before, very recently. But there's wealth to be gained, to obtain, to see flow into your Leo world because of your confidence, your ability, your talent, and simply you buckling down and doing what you have to do. All right. And I also feel like you're being reminded, even if you don't see all of the wealth and just abundance as a whole coming in throughout this month in particular, it's just a taste of what lies ahead, and you will and are manifesting more of which. So keep things positive. All right. It feels like there is a refreshing vibe though about a situation, whether it's where you're living, where you're working, could be both. If you're looking to acquire a new job, right, get that acceptance, welcoming to a new position, whether it's within the same company or a new one, you're golden, all right, golden. It feels like you're overqualified or simply qualified enough, and your presence again and your ability to communicate quite efficiently leaves you getting the job, right? It's just a matter of whether or not that's the right one for you. Okay, so trusting your intuition will come into play in so many different ways throughout the month, but it's a month where the tree card talks about financial growth. All right, thinking about past efforts and successes when it came to making and saving money, and spirit saying we'll need more of that to take place moving forward. But it may be a month where there's more of a focus on you managing your money efficiently. All right, yes, there's financial growth, but when that flows in, when it comes to and even when it comes to money you've already previously saved, rewinding, back before this month, how are we managing it? Are you feeling like overspending? Are you managing it better than you were before? Differing from case to case, it feels like Spirit's highlighting this because there's a lot to learn, to remember, and to gain moving forward. But coming to fruition definitely talks about you seeing things work out in your favor and fall into place for you. It's like I'm hearing bing, bang, boom, things just kind of start working out for you. And if you're needing one, if not multiple situations, new ones, once again, whether it's a new job, a new investment, for some it's a place to live, you're finding that things work out in very divine timing, okay? But the word abundance is truly standing out here. There's so much abundance throughout the month, and this feels so gratifying. It feels like you're being rewarded from the universe, from your spirit guides, but your hard work paying off all the meanwhile. And I just heard showing people how to get it done, how it's done. And I really feel like there's a focus on your stability, wanting to have that money flow in passively and or just normally, right? But you might find it's a month where your intuition is coming into play when it comes to where to put your money, how to make money, when to get things done. But what I was going to say is you might find it's a month where your income fluctuates, the money coming in, whether that's expected and or not expected. All right. And so allow for this to be something that you have the ability, the skill to adapt to. All right. Again, the ability and the experience to manage your money quite efficiently. But I feel like there is a focus once again on steady income, whether it's a little bit of what you have currently and or more so having steady income moving forward. All right, but you're accomplishing left and right. And they're saying there's picture perfect success to get a taste of throughout this month, but more so lying ahead. Let's pull an overall energy from the Tattoo Tarot. I don't know why I feel like using this deck for a money and career read. It's very random for me. But there's going to be moments throughout the month where you feel like intuitively or just guided to randomly do something or choose something for your work or just in general. Trust it, okay? Trust it. They're saying remember to trust your intuition over everything else, or combining it. Beautiful. The Nine of Pentacles. It's a month where your independence, your ability once again, and your confidence is shining quite brightly. If you're choosing to put yourself out there on social media in the public eye or just for people to vulnerably see you do what you do, it's going to benefit you greatly. All right. And I feel like a lot of what's drawn to the reading are doing just that. But you're thinking about how you were previously prepared to fly towards more in more than one way, but one specific way is being highlighted to you or reminded to you for whatever reason. Anyways, the fruits of your labor are coming into play throughout the month, and I feel like you're thinking about how to exceed your potential, how to make things more abundant for you. And I sense that you have this bravery that's being highlighted in the eyes, the awareness of others, the minds of others, whether it was a leap of faith you took recently or you're preparing to do, or just simply pushing past and overcoming and making things work out in your favor once again. But I wouldn't be surprised if there's one of multiple passionate new beginnings taking place and being a part of your month, all right? And I get with that fox there on the Page of Wands that you will have to be swift and efficient when it comes to, again, trusting your intuition. Say you're getting a job offer or there's an opportunity to apply to a job. Let's act quickly, all right? Don't stress about it. But you will have to, throughout the month at certain points, trust in your intuition and take action, all right? Make it happen for you. Let's shift on forward and pull some Gilded Tarot Royale and see what else we have. You are at the bottom of the deck, and I have been shuffling this deck quite recently, but there may be a focus on where you're feeling a bit limited, a bit trapped, and desiring certain freedom, all right? But to continue for Leo. The Nine of Wands, you could be feeling burnt out. There is a wounded warrior vibe about you when it comes to overcoming obstacles and getting things done. But the Justice card, beautiful. Putting this right with the Tree card, talking about you gaining justice, abundance, or justice in the form of abundance, right? Growth and progress, potential again being highlighted, and you having a very golden way about doing what you do, and again, overcoming and succeeding and seeing things fall into place. But it feels like Spirit's reminding you what you're dealing with, what you're wrapped up with, what you're succeeding at even in certain ways throughout the month of November is simply just a taste of what lies ahead, or is a fraction of what you deserve, okay? But I'm also feeling like you're being reminded you're making the right choices, but you will have to have patience, all right? You'll have to reinstill or instill in general levels of balance, and just regrounding yourself is going to be essential, as I'm getting that you're a very sensitive soul, right? Just because Leos, we typically come off very bold and confident and strong, right? And we push forward and do what we have to do, doesn't mean that we don't have that sensitive part of us, right, within. And so I feel like in general, you're being affected by noise, energy, spirituality, certain factors of your day-to-day life. And I sense that you're going to be reminded in those moments and maybe surrounding it, or surrounding them rather, that you are making the right choices. You're trusting your intuition, and you just need to rebalance things out and recognize that you're meant for this, okay? You're meant to cope, to overcome, and to push forward. And I feel like there's a focus on the combination of your passionate fiery side, given you are a fire sign, and maybe some water placements, or more just that emotional, sensitive side once again. But yeah, I do feel like you have to have a bit of patience when it comes to feeling burnt out, feeling like that wounded warrior, needing to heal at certain points, but you have what it takes. Let's pull one for over here on top of Justice, just to make it a bit more even. The Four of Wands. So it's a month where you're finding that, again, things are falling into place for you and working out in your favor. Let's shift this down, all right? Moving in the right direction is what I'm getting as well. I also feel like you're thinking about your connection to your family. This could be popping up. This could be a soul family. It could be, blood related. But thoughts like this will randomly pop up when you're working, maybe connected to your work somehow, maybe connected to your finances. But I'm hearing don't fret for some, or simply there's just another reasoning as to why they're popping up in your mind. And I also feel like your dreams are coming into play. Look at that, the Ace of Cups, beautiful. And I also just heard the Ace of Wands. So I feel like there again is this very passionate new beginning, and if not multiple, and you're experiencing what you're meant to throughout the month when it comes to making and spending money, earning other levels of abundance, and just experiences in general. But feels like a month for you where your third eye is opening up even more. Wouldn't be surprised if it's open to an extent stepping into November. But it's a month for you, Leo, being drawn to this reading where your eye is opening up, that third eye, to the truth about the future of your career, about what you dodged, avoided, gave up when it came to your career and financial investments from the past, right? Again, confirming and reminding you wholeheartedly you are making the right choices. So don't start ignoring your intuition now. Don't ignore what you're starting to more so see because your third eye is opening. But it feels like there's a push to keep swimming and do what you feel is necessary, and to not give up on a dream that you have when it comes to I want to say for some, both your money and career. All right. There's going to be a ton of lucky breaks for you moving forward where money just comes in huge chunks. All right. Due to you being noticed, discovered for some, things growing and developing and prospering once again in a lot of beautiful ways. But I feel like there's a golden way about how you fulfill your own cup in order to benefit your work and help other people all the meanwhile. So I wouldn't be surprised if November is a month where there's a huge focus on the fact that you're a very, gifted soul, a very helpful soul, and somebody who feels fulfilled when they fill up the cup of others, or maybe help other people heal and simply do what's right. Okay, let's put this one over here. It feels like you're going to have certain levels of golden success that just feels natural to you, but impresses people to such a far extent that it will leave you with more opportunities and better chances to succeed. And I really feel like there's a mystery. I'm getting the moon card, all right, seeing that in my mind's eye. There's a mystery in regards to how you do what you do, why you're making certain choices, potentially, or one in particular. And I want to say what your next steps are, right? Potentially keeping things on the down low, as I'm now seeing the Seven of Swords, and not spilling the beans as to what you're contemplating, have decided on. And again, the reasoning behind this or that from your recent past and currently, but it just feels like things are heading in a much clearer, more abundant direction for you. You might also find that this is a month where you have to, at certain points, or feel like at certain points, you have to explain yourself, whether it's more so tied into how you're doing or why you're doing something at work, for your business. It could be a choice or two you made when it comes to your money, your career. But Spirit's saying you don't have to explain yourself, all right? You do what you do and you do it well, and trust your intuition once again. But to get ready to wrap this up, the King of Cups, again, talking about you being a very helpful, emotionally, intuitively, and spiritually guided soul, some of which onto the reading have predictive nature with those two seahorses. And it feels like you're riding the waves and flowing throughout the month strategically to the point where, again, things are working out for you. Wouldn't be surprised, though, on a slight negative note, if there are certain interruptions, disturbances, again, things affecting you. But take a deep breath, because energy especially is going to affect you. But let's pull one or two more. It's a month where, look at that, very, very intuitive, very spiritually guided and assisted all the meanwhile. And a sense of you being reminded you're protected financially moving forward, and you're protected when it comes to the future of your career. You're meant to accomplish a lot being drawn to this reading, and it simply feels like a time for you where you're being reminded what is at hand, is definitely better than what you once had, right, in certain ways. And this could even apply to multiple areas of your money and career situations. But there's so much more ahead for you, more abundance, more success, and I feel like you're meant for greatness. And so being drawn to this reading, never question yourself when it comes to your choices moving forward, when it comes to your money and career, because there's a lot ahead for you when it comes to several different levels of abundance. You deserve every bit of it, all right? So I hope this was truly helpful. Sending you so much love and light. Go enjoy your month, and I'll definitely see you next time.